Hi YouTube, this is Born with a Veil. This is for all signs for May the 21st to May the 31st. So before I begin, I have two candles. If you see this candle here, this is Born with a Veil. Thank you for joining my room. Like, share, and subscribe, and all cross watchers. So you see this candle, it says shut up, and then this one shut up, right? So basically, I'm coming back to that candle. Basically, what this candle is, and I showed this in one of my early videos for simple spells. So if you have people talking about you, gossiping, lying, just opening their mouth and just talking about you, you will light this candle. So basically, this candle here, it was already anointed from a psychic store. It had psychic oil in it. To keep their mouth shut, and then they added cayenne pepper in there also. So I made the Star of David. Well, the Star of David was already in there. They added whatever they did, and they told me when I got home to chew a piece of bubble gum, and once you chew the flavor out, you stick it on her forehead, her mouth, and you stick a dime. And this is for enemies also. They say to use one name, but I use I use two names and enemies. Because when you're a psychic, you have many enemies. So you have to keep yourself safe for psychic attacks and things like that. So I got two people here to shut the fuck up. They shut up here. And then I have this one for a single person to shut up. Because sometimes you just get tired of hearing people gossip about you. They could be abusive, saying bad things to you, cursing you out, ruining your name, or whatever it may be. So I have this going. I lit these yesterday, and they're already down to here. My candles burn pretty fast since I'm psychic. And then I have my angel. So I drew some cards, which is talking to heaven, and I asked for the spirits of deceased loved ones of all of you, because somebody has lost somebody. All of you have lost somebody, of maybe what they want to say. And if you want a personal reading for this, you could get it from me. So the first card is, I have no pain. So they have no pain. A lot of you feel that maybe your loved one has suffered. I will tell you this, everyone suffers in their own way. When you leave up out of here, you all have some type of pain. You might be in pain for years. You might have seen your grandparents or your mother, father suffer from maybe any kind of disease. You suffer while you're here, but when you pass over, you're stripped of all that. So now your loved one is saying, now I have no pain. They're living a wonderful life. They're on the other side. Everybody thinks that, oh, it's heaven. I was always taught heaven. No, it's called the other side. And it's another dimension. And it's 3 feet off the ground all around us. So when you look up, no, it's not. It's all around us. Another dimension that you can't see until you come out of your body, once you pass, and you go to the white light. Now, you never leave out of here by yourself. There's always an angel or a loved one or loved ones to come get you. A lot of times you'll hear people say when they're dying, Stephen or Francis or Dorothy or Henry, whoever, because they see them getting ready to take them home. Okay, so your loved ones, whoever you lost, YouTube cross watchers, fans, there's no pain. So believe that. And then we have been together in dreams. That means they come to you in dreams. And people say, oh, I just had a dream and it seemed so real. It was real, my loves, because you do astral travel. And astral travel is probably a lot of you have felt like you were falling backwards. And a lot of people say, oh, if you hit the bottom, you'll have a heart attack. No, 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 no. What's happening is when you leave out of your body, you do an astral travel. And you're with a loved one for not very long. It may be for 3-4 seconds, 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes, but it's not a long time. So the time that you have visiting doesn't last long. But then when you're done, you fall back. It feels like you're falling back. And a lot of us used to call this the witch's ride, where we couldn't move when we're laying in bed and we couldn't move. No, that's your spirit adjusting back into your body. And you're half asleep, half awake. And then you're like, oh my God, I can't scream. I can't talk. I've been through the same thing before I even knew what was going on years ago. So you're adjusting back in your body, and then when you adjust, you either go back to sleep or you awake. And then you wake up and say, my God, this dream was so real with my loved one. And it was. We have been together in dreams. God gives you that much time to do the astral travel, but God doesn't want you to remember too much, because then everybody will be wanting to go home and you only get a taste of it. But that dream, it seems so real and so wonderful, and it was. Then your next card is, I have no more earthly worries. Meaning when you cross over, everything that you felt here, your bills, family arguments, your health, worrying about money, sickness, you have no more of that, because that's stripped away from you. When you go to the other side, there is none of that. When your body, when you die here and you hear the death rattle and there's no more life, that's when your soul leaves your body. It doesn't matter where you're at. And all that junk stays in the trunk here. Your body is just a shell. So you don't have to worry about anything crossing over to the other side, okay? And then you have, I had to leave that way, okay? Some of you say, oh my God, why did my son die in a tragic car accident? He was hit by a car, or my loved one died in a fire, or there was a plane crash, etc. Okay? That's the way that they were supposed to pass. Nothing is a freak accident. You write your chart before you get here, and that's the way it's in your chart for you to go home. So it's not a freak accident. Yes, it's bad to us because we're still living here, you know. But that's the way you die is the way that it was meant for you to leave out of here. Okay? I'll pick another one. I am learning over here. It's just like being here. You know, you have your schools over here. You have everything that you need. They have the temples on the other side. Now, they have a temple where you can visit Jesus over there. They have temples for everything over there. You have spiritual teachings over there. Everything that you want to do, you could do over on the other side. Okay? Your life just doesn't end because you go over there. I am with the rest of the family. That means everyone that's passed beyond. We all have had past lives. Some of us have lived 40-some lives, 30-some lives, 20-some lives. But when you feel like this is your last life, like you're tired and you can't go on anymore, this is your last life. So I am with the rest of the family. Everyone that's passed before your loved one, they're reuniting. Meaning can you imagine having 40 past lives, and every person that you've ever been married to, you've had children with, you've had different families, and now in the future, all of them come together when you pass on the other side. So yes, I am with the rest of the family, and they're letting you know, stop worrying about them, that everybody is together. And your last card, I am surrounded by loving animals. So every animal that maybe you grew up with a child and it had passed, and you're wondering, is your animals okay? Is your loved ones okay? Yes, everybody's together. Animals do not reincarnate, only humans reincarnate. You might see a spirit of your animal, okay? You might hear your animal. Maybe your animal used to play with a ball like mine did, and it used to come on every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. I would hear that ball squeak. That's the time that he was put to sleep. But he always came back. He came to me 3 months every Saturday. I haven't heard from Butch in a long time. But yes, I am surrounded by loving animals. All your animals are there, okay? And it's real. So maybe I'll do one more because I have a few more minutes. Remember me by the happy memories we created. That's why it's called memories. You might look at old pictures. They want you to look at old pictures, okay? They want you to remember them. Old pictures, movies, whatever. They're still alive on the other side. Their spirit is, and they're just not here. This is Bornwood of Vale. God bless. If you'd like a reading, please contact me at bornwoodofvale@yahoo.com. God bless.